See, the problem with the internet is it resulted in the spider webbing out of people's attentions. In the past, at the very least, we had a focal point of attention, which was the mainstream news or local news, right? That most people, everybody was watching. And, well, the internet came around, and that kind of giving people the option to see whoever they wanted, that kind of killed cable news slowly but surely. Not quickly enough in the opinions of some people, but it did have that effect. Okay, so it did do that, and we're now, after several years, we're slowly getting into that reality. We're seeing that start to emerge. The new information internet age has long begun in recent years. So the people who make content on YouTube and do cover the news in a more direct sort of way, the perspectives of a lot of these people aren't filtered through an office of highly educated Harvard elite somewhere. YouTube has democratized news in a way that is unprecedented in human history, and so that to me is good. It gives us a more holistic understanding of what's really going on. It gives us a more democratized version of understanding, a collectivized understanding of what's going on. But the internet killed people's activism because, on the one hand, we aren't listening to the same people who have been lying to us for years, all the time, every day. But we don't all have a concrete view of what's going on. A lot of the mainstream news outlets are owned by billionaires who shape the narrative of the news to their whim. The problem is a lot of those people are older, and they cater to the elderly. And long term, that isn't conducive to a healthy media ecosystem, or at least not one that's sustainable, in my view. And so the question becomes, what is the full weight and breadth of responsibility that we should have as young people for this space? And how are we going to take it moving forward in an age where we have Gen Alpha coming up who prefers short form content? How are we going to adapt to them? That's what we have to be concerned with, because they're coming.